Yeah, so when I was looking for the short track speed skating team announcement, I also ended up finding they had already announced the luge team, which caught me by surprise because I was not expecting the sea luge, and there it was. And I also did some digging. There will be some other ones later in the week. See, the Alpine ski team and the ski cross team will be announced Thursday, and the freestyle team will be announced Monday. Apparently, the bobsled team is this week sometime. So, anyways, go to our luge team. We've got Natalie Corliss, Trinity Ellis, Makina Hodgson, Justin Smith, Tristan Walker, and Reed Watts. And our short trackers, a couple veterans on this team, and they are Pascal Dion, Stephen Dubois, Charles Hamlin, Maxime Laune, Jordan Pierre Gilles, Danae Blaise, Kim Boutin, Florence Brunel, Allison Charles, Courtney Sorrell, and we have two alternates. And they are William Dangino, Camille de Cerez, Rainville. So there's your two teams for today. And a bonus, well, not bonus because this was planned, the 1960 Winter Olympics from Squaw Valley. The 8th edition of the Winter Olympics, held from February 18th to 28th, 30 nations and 665 athletes participated. Squaw Valley, when they were chosen to host the games, they were an undeveloped resort. It's quite interesting, and they somehow convinced the IOC to say, hey, pick us. And they did. So all the infrastructure, all the venues were built brand new. Brand new. Roads, water, gas, electricity, buildings, brand new. Bobsled was not run for the first time and for the only time. They were worried about the lack of they were figuring the lack of participants. There were only 9 nations interested, and the cost to build it was just like, yeah, forget it. Didn't bother building the bobsled track. It's like, yeah, no, we're not holding it this year. South Africa makes its debut here. And that was probably the only time they participated until 1994. Well, why is that? Well, there were some apartheid issues, but politics is not my thing, so that's as far as I'm going. Speed skating, figure skating, and hockey were held indoors and on artificial ice for the first time. There you go. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, figure skating was held outside for the last time, the last Olympics, and there you go. New timing equipment was installed, and quartz clocks were used to measure hundredths of a second. Longinus, the watch company, was the company behind installing these clocks and the timing equipment. IBM followed that up with a computer that IBM followed that up by providing a computer that would tabulate results. The U.S. wins hockey gold on home soil. I don't know where everybody else finished, but yes, we're Olympic champions this time, and they would be. Then after this is when the Soviet dominance begins again. The one podium sweep in the women's 10K cross country, the Soviet Union. Speaking of the Soviet Union, Maria Gusakova, Lyubov Kozyreva, and Radia Yeroshina finished 1, 2, 3. While we're on the Soviet Union, they finished atop the podium again. 7 gold, 5 silver, 9 bronze with 21 medals. The host U.S., 3 gold, 4 silver, 3 bronze for 10 total. Canada finishes with 2 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. In those days was alright and not too shabby. That happened now, they'd been like, what the hell's wrong? And there'd have been a lot of questions as to what's going on, what's wrong with holding the podium, what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that. They didn't have holding the podium back then. They did. I'm not sure how much financial backing they had back in those days. Athletes then, as probably they do now, probably pay their own way to these events and what for. So anyways, that's it for tonight so far. Unless there's something else going on, which, man, I doubt there will be. A little late in the day to be making any team announcements. Last night, around 10:17, the U.S. named their bobsled team. Well, their women's bobsled team anyways. Which was an interesting time to make an announcement. Like, you think during the day they'd make an announcement and they said, no, we'll pick a 10:17 Prince Albert times. I was like, yeah, we'll make it at night. Catch everybody off guard. I was like, yeah, I got people off guard, alright. And Kaylee Humphries is on that team, but anyways, that should be it for tonight. Tomorrow, 1964 Winter Olympics in Innsbruck, Austria. The 9th Winter Olympics.